Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the Knock Talk Show. Today is the 6th of July 2019. The topic we're discussing today is diaspora voting. My name is Jay Eseyoma, and I'm your presenter today. With me here is Honorable Ekos Ekpokabayen, the PDP chairman, South Africa. And next to him is the All People Progressive Congress Party chairman, Engineer Bola Babarinde. And also with us here we have Sandra Ore, Financial Secretary, PDP. And next to my left hand side, I have Chief Peju Fabemi, the National Treasurer for All People Progressive Congress. And next to him is Marcus Peju. It's Marcus Shidi Odonze. Pardon me on that. He's also a stakeholder of the All People Progressive Congress. And next to him, we have Mr. Olabede. Olabede, please pardon me on that. Baba Wale is also an APC representative on this show. You're officially welcome to the show. We are live, and you are welcome to give us your comment and also call in on the show so that we can take your questions. Today we're going to discuss diaspora voting. I would like the House to give us individually their definition of diaspora voting. Before we get there, I want to introduce the platform. The platform on which we're talking about this topic today is NOG Talk Show. And the NOG stands for the Nigeria Organization for Good Governance. Our mayor is a non-profit organization, and we are tailored to draw attention to government failures, weaknesses, and also try to partner in a way that we can help them enhance their delivery to the common interests of Nigerians and all Africans in general. Now, I want to quickly throw light on the word diaspora voting. From my summary and the few research that we have done on the term diaspora voting, it simply refers to the willingness of government of countries to provide platform through which their citizens residing abroad can exercise their civil right in the various places of residence, irrespective of which country in the world they reside. That is the simple summary of the word diaspora voting. So I will call on the House individually to give us their own view on that statement. First of all, I want to call on the Honorable Ekos Ekpokambaye, the PDP chairman, to please give us a definition in summary of the word diaspora voting, sir.
Oh, thank you, the chairperson of NOG, president of NOG. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'll quickly, as you said, diaspora voting is whereby the citizens of one country residing or out of their country has the right to vote, and that vote will count in their own country where they come from.
That's right.
So, for example, most of us here are Nigerians. We are outside Nigeria. We want a situation where we can go and vote, and our vote will be counted in Nigeria. That's diaspora voting.
Thank you very much.
And the word right, I'm emphasizing on that one. It's not a gift.
Yes.
It's not a favor.
Yes.
It's a right.
Yes.
So we are speaking diaspora voting is a right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, next I want to call on the APC chairman. In summary, APC means All Progressive Congress. Please, sir, Engineer Bola Babarinde, can you please throw light on the word diaspora voting for the interest of our viewers?
Thank you, Chairman. You defined it, and also the chairman of PDP also defined it, but I can put it in another way.
Yes.
That diaspora voting is when a citizen of another country, living in another country, be able to vote without traveling back to his own country.
Original country, yes.
So, and that's simply diaspora voting. And what we are really clamoring for is not only voting in diaspora, we must be represented in Nigeria.
Yes.
Our voice must be known. It's a very vibrant and important constituency that Nigeria is actually neglecting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, viewers, and listeners, you have heard it from two very reputable members of our community, the PDP chairman, South Africa, and the APC chairman, South Africa. They have given us a simple definition of diaspora voting. I believe that looking at it from all angles, that's the best definition you will get. So going forward, I want to just throw a little bit more light on that definition. For example, Nigerians living in the UK, South Africa, US, to mention a few, should be able to be provided the platform, because it's now a responsibility on the government to do so. We don't have to go out of our way to find a way to be able to cast our vote, because it's a right. That comes back to your emphasis on the right. So if it's my right to be able to vote irrespective of wherever country I reside, then the government owes the obligation to provide a platform that works. So having emphasized on the whole definition of diaspora voting, we will go straight into our first question. The first question, I will open the floor with our APC chairman here. Why do you think that the government of Nigeria has no interest in diaspora voting, knowing the benefit that it can bring to the country itself?
It is not easy for us to actually blame the civilian government. The constitution we have presently actually was given by military, and it's unfortunate that since the current dispensation, since 1999, we have not deemed it fit to actually make sure the constitution that we have actually reflects the will of the people of Nigeria. Actually, we are running military constitution. It's not yet a civilian constitution. Not until that constitution belongs to the people of Nigeria before we can see the dividend of democracy. And it's unfortunate that the government of Nigeria never deemed fit that a constituency like ours in diaspora that will remit minimum of $30 billion every year to a society which any of the states in Nigeria cannot boast of. It's not recognized. And when you look at the people in government, as I said, especially the National Assembly, they are busy with their own thing. If they are really serving the interests of Nigerians, they will actually look at the diaspora. Because presently, even the people in Nigeria, they're really serving the interests, and by recognizing voting diaspora, and not only voting diaspora, as I said earlier, there must be representation.
Yes.
So that our voice will be known. We will be at the house, the lower and the upper house, and also at the ministers, level. For us to be relevant, we need to push this agenda, and once and for all, we should achieve it.
Thank you very much, sir. That sounds very convincing. I would like the PDP chairman to throw more light on his argument and also give us reasons on how we can convince the Nigeria government to see the crucial importance of diaspora voting towards the development of Nigeria.
When you look at government, they always they have a lot of responsibility, and
that's
they want
right.
to avoid a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I emphasized when I spoke the first time that it's a right.
Yes.
And it's very important to us. What it does is that it limits you as a Nigerian because you are not in Nigeria.
That's right.
When it's time for election, not to vote. And for me, it's very appalling because the idea of some of the people in government was that government did not tell you to go to seek for economic benefit or migrate to another country and your country doesn't have any problem. But remember, there are people who are serving their country, Nigeria and other countries.
Yes.
There are people who come here for health reasons. There are all kinds of different reasons to leave your country. And there's no law that is saying that you should not go out of your country to look for economic benefit. So those excuses, to me, they are very flawed. And one of the reasons is because they are very comfortable where they are. They think that we are more informed and we are more exposed, and we might affect the way the results of voting. So most of the times when you speak people in the National Assembly, people in government who have the authority to make this change, they are not comfortable where it will swing.
So it's kind of saying they are afraid of the changes that we can bring. Or
Yeah, of course,
yes,
of course.
yes.
Because you can understand, nobody's going to bring rice for you to vote in mass for someone who's not competent.
It's an insult.
Yeah, you cannot do that because you are well traveled, you are exposed, you are a more privileged Nigeria to be able to travel. So your vote will really count.
Yes.
So the guy is afraid if he changes that, then he will be losing vote to you because you're not going to vote him because he's not going to be the best.
True. That's true.
So most of the locals in Nigeria, because of hunger and all of that, they are forced to vote. So this is one of the reasons that status quo, they don't want to change it. But I'm glad we are having this conversation and it's been ongoing. We must keep saying it into their ears. We met last year with officials from the INEC, and they've been promising that they are ready if the government is ready. The structures are on ground, they are ready to give us. Because it's not only us from South Africa that has been crying, we've seen from Europe, from Asia, from Nigeria, all over. And we are the biggest black nation in the world. And the most populous nation in Africa. I think it's an embarrassment if we cannot vote in diaspora.
Knowing that so many other countries are already implemented the same. So I don't see why we cannot do it.
The countries we are talking about are smaller countries in Africa.
Rwanda is doing
it. Exactly. So we must keep putting pressure on them to give us our right, and we know we are going to get it anyway.
And you've made a lot of clarity on the factors that determine the unwillingness of the people back home who are depriving us of our fundamental right. So now, I think, sir, you mentioned the other time, I'm referring to Chief Peju Fagbemi, sir. You mentioned the other time that in 2009 you mentioned that there's a time that the diasporans have taken the government to court, and they kind of succeeded in the fight for diaspora voting. Can you please throw more light on that instance you were?
Okay.